Hi there, Scorpio. I'm Raven. Welcome to my channel. And well, I've investigated Scorpios my entire life. Since I was a little girl anyway, so I think I know a few things about them. And one thing Scorpios always have is someone on our neck. And we are ruled by Mars, but also Pluto, so we always live in some kind of tense vibration. Now, I thought, now that Uranus is aligning, I believe, with, isn't everyone always aligned with the sun? How's that like? Something about Uranus and yeah, whatever. There's so much shit going on in the heavens all the time, the demiurges and all those things. I'm thinking, just ask, all right? So the good news is that tomorrow I'm moving back to Honey Place Guest House, where I will be able to do more lives for you to ask free questions. And I don't have to whisper all the time, and I'm doing this now because this is well, it's free music. However, I might get someone on my ass who will are annoyed because they want to sleep very, very early. So we need to look out for someone or something, and there are traps and tricks all over the place. So all right, so some of you need to look out for an old soulmate. It is a soulmate. Just because it comes in reverse does not mean it is not a soulmate. It is a soulmate. If it was not a soulmate, Six of Cups would be pulled. Yeah, so it could be another Scorpio you have on your ass, but clearly here something is coming in return. All right, so let's see what else. Something here is coming in return, and I feel if we are dealing with less evolved Scorpio, meaning non-eagles but crawlers, you need to watch out. Never underestimate the unevolved Scorpios. Their poison can be very, very feisty. So the older and more fat and big the Scorpio gets, the less poison stings. Why? Because vibrational wise, in the human form, we transmuted into the vibration of the eagle, and it looks down from everything from above, and well, it doesn't have a lot of enemies, let's put it like that, except humans. All right, so what does Scorpio need to look out for? Let's see here. Right. There is something here. Scorpios are fixed signs, so I don't want to let go. It's this fear of letting go of something. It can be as simple as luggage. You know, I have some luggage in India, just using that as an example. And in that luggage, there is a very, very large amount of tarot cards, a beautiful sword from Nepal. There is no way I'm going to leave that behind. That can actually affect me very negatively because it costs money to go there. However, I will not rest in peace until I get my shit. So we have a very stubborn warrior side to us that sometimes is not to our benefit. Being stubborn means that we can hold on for a very long time, a lot of shit. We can be very, very, very patient because we know something better will come in our way. But sometimes we have to let go. Okay, so this tells me that if you are going to a party, if you're going to do something naughty, if you're here in Bangkok, be a little bit careful with what you take in your system. What's your drink? You never know what people will put in your drink. There is a big hot place around the corner here, and it's dark, it's black lights, and seriously, you never know what people throw in your drink. And you know, also a few drinks, you go into one of the coffee shops here, you smoke a spliff, that's also another thing. You will get less alert, you will get less what's that word again? Vigilant. Yes, vigilant. So when you walk in the streets, when you are in a big city, you want to be vigilant, or you want to at least have a couple of people around you that you trust, that can take care of you when you are less vigilant. So this is just, if you're up for some party now, this is our birthday season. Watch what you induce yourself with whom and where you go. It will not end well according to these cards. I don't even ask what the outcome is, just don't do it. Someone around you are strategizing. I want to say your downfall, because these people are real. Even when you are barely stripped, you barely have clothes, you barely have food, if you are, you know, in the streets, I know these people will still, as long as you can feel pain, they will inflict pain on you. As long as you can feel it, they will continue to inflict pain on you till you die. And there's no mercy, there is no forgiveness, there is no letting go. An eagle will forgive these people, and unfortunately for them, they will burn in Helheim, not you. However, Helheim is pretty cold. But there is someone around you who are deceptive, who are sneaky, and they are creating a lot of issues for you. So just be aware of that, all right? Okay, so in your past, there was a burden. And before you reached that goal, something that was taking a toll on you, you let go of everything before you finished, before you actually went to the finish line. Okay, this in the past shows you that something is incomplete, and it might bother you somehow. Either you're willing to admit it, either you must take in. There are certain kind of people, I know one at least, who tend to create projects, and when it's going really well, but there are a lot of things, you know, balls in the air to juggle, they quit. Right? They quit. They panic. Oh, this is too much. This is too much, right? And so this is a lesson for you to learn, for some of you anyway. So recently, someone got their bum spanked. Justice was served. Maybe you don't know that yet, but for some of you, justice will serve in your favor. Not all of you. Those of you who are unevolved Scorpios, will not have justice. If there is a case, you win the case one time, know this, that there are resources around you, little crawler. There are financial resources who will support a second court case, a third court case, a fourth court case, and for what? So ask yourself, if you are an unevolved Scorpio and you are 100% sure that you are right in your case, try to think a little bit more like a Libra. Actually, there was one time I wanted to have my Mercury and my Pluto also placed in Scorpio, and Venus in Scorpio, and Mars in Scorpio. Today, I'm very glad that never happened, because I've seen the lives for those who are unevolved and have the most important planets placed in that sign, and they don't do very well. So let's see what's crowning the energies, all right? So we have a helper. We have a helper around us, and this is a fairness, equal give and take, but this is also our own power to manifest whatever we want in this black cube of existence, also known in the Torah as Malkuth, Earth, the world, the matrix, this dimension. So this is actually, this is why it portrays the devil. It is 6, right? Yeah, it's 6. I don't know. This is why it portrays the devil, because the hexagram is Saturn, Shaitan, the opposer, what is physical, what matters, what opposes, which does not exist, because you cannot touch it. So spirit and matter are opposing forces, which is represented in the star. But when it becomes three-dimensional and you pull a line through it, pull a line through it, and then you pull out the lines, that's actually a black cube. And that is the power of manifestation. And so if you take a good look here, someone might come out, they want to help you. And if you see in one of the original cards, the red and white cards, that the guy who gives the poor money, he himself seemed to be very, very wealthy. Who is he, right? So some people, they give with one hand and they take with another. Just remember that. Thank God I got this tarot shit out of the system before I go to bed, right? Unfortunately, I will not be able to do any more videos today, anyway. Alright, so in future tense, there will be presented to you conflict. A few years back, I learned something very, very valuable to me, that you are not obligated. If you free yourself, if you go as much off-grid as you can, and you try to narrow down your expenses, instead of buying a phone, pay year, month by month, narrow down whatever stresses you out, every bill you have to pay. Try to narrow everything down. If you want to rent a place, all included, Wi-Fi, electricity, everything, then you have less. You have less, right? And same comes to stuff, same goes to promises. I promise you this, I promise you that. Today I noticed that I looked on the phone, someone sent me a message. I was talking about message. There we have a message. And I noticed that I automatically reacted with, oh, who is angry with me now? And that is the inner child which is not healed. That is the inner child that always had to take in grown-ups, adults, people around you yelling, screaming, because we aren't like everyone else, right? We are not similar. So I went to a school full of snobs. The girls have silicone today, they have fancy jobs, nice cars, but they're not happy. So in what way is that success? There's no freedom in that. You become a slave to your own successful life. Is that successful? Is that really what we chase, or is it just to be happy? So that's the secret actually to manifestation, is that don't focus on all the stuff that you might gain. Try to visualize yourself as happy and say, that is what I want to be, because the universe knows what makes you happy. Universe is your mama and papa. So I realized that I'm not obligated to answer to every people who, you know, I went to Nepal, everyone wants to be your friend, they want to come to Norway, they want to get a job. And before I knew it, in April, I was all of a sudden some kind of ambassador. I had work. And I'm like, how did I end up in this situation? And it's a little bit this, that we Scorpios can also be very much people pleasers. If you have a strong placement in Libra, like me, I'm too polite, too polite. Yes, yes, that's okay, okay, until I see something that is very, very unjust. That's when people will feel what Mars can do, what the Scorpio tail can do. So this message is for you that feel you owe something to someone, and ask yourself, what do you really owe anyone? So make sure your debts are paid, and you don't owe anyone an explanation, because if you're being pulled into that and you start explaining yourself, we have a drama, right? But if you turn away, walk away and say, you know, you can think what you like, you can, you know, it's your business what you think about me, what I do, what I'm up to. You can think whatever you like, and you can have as many opinions you like. But for every opinion that exists, and there are 8 billion people on Earth, how do we know we are always so right? So being humble in that case, turn away politely, sometimes less politely, walk away. Not my circus, not my monkey. I think I got that out of the system. Oh, someone is watching you like a hawk, Scorpio. If you suspect someone, if it's a real Scorpio sense, I won't say you're always necessarily correct about it, but in most cases you can feel it. You can feel it. So listen to the guts. The guts is never wrong. So basically here, there's someone here who are extremely immature around you. This is also a watch out. This is also a watch out for everyone to act immature. This is attention seeking. This can also be if you don't hear from someone, if someone ghosted you, if someone don't want to talk to you, don't take that personal. It's none of your business whether people like you or not. That's also a Libra thing, by the way. So a real Scorpio couldn't give a shit whether someone likes you or not. Just know that there is someone here who craves for attention, all right? Look at me, see me, and if you get the attention, you will... unfortunately, this happens in adult people. You get the attention because of something you know or something you can do, and someone else is like, oh no, my friend is stealing my attention. Yeah, so just watch out. So many of you have a lot of children souls around you, let's just put it like that, that their level, their evolutionary path is like that of a child, all right? They seek everything that is outside of them instead of working from the inside, all right? So that's another challenge for you. So this one shows up. So some of you could be dealing with an ex-fiance, ex-husband. This is also in the spot where we have hopes and fears. So yeah, that's what I get. And what I also get is don't introduce yourself to alcohol or any other kinds of drugs, then call someone, or you know, just turn off your phone. Trust me on that one. Turn off your phone, shut your fucking mouth. That's basically all you need. Okay, so I'm going to let this go now. We're just going to have a look at 4 possible outcomes, and then I'm hitting the sack. So this is an outcome if you don't listen. Blindness. Someone are in denial here, or there is one specific detail we are missing out on. If you don't follow these few steps, there could be something that you will, you know, it's not necessarily an opportunity lost, but you might feel stuck in a situation. Maybe you're spending too much money on one thing, you're not paying attention to your bank account, you're not being vigilant enough. What happens? You're ending up stuck between a hard place and a rock. If you do listen, however, you will do very well within business. If this is a business case, you know, if you're starting up something, if you're applying for work, whatever, you will do very well. This is what Chris calls the King Midas touch. So be a little careful, because it didn't end very well with King Midas. Or what did it? So be careful with that. So this could also lead, if it's a love question here or a love situation, it can also lead to a commitment, that someone here wants to commit to you because you're a good girl / boy. You're taking raven advice. Okay, so someone here perhaps wants detoxing, cleaning, live a more purified life. In that case, you will have to say thanks, but no thank you, I'm good on my own, because taking someone's help can often lead to, oh, remember I helped you. They always have to bring this up, and they always have to tell everyone how good they are because they helped you. Always have to point it out, and you will never hear the end of situations like that. So who is helping you? If it's your mama or daddy, or you know, usually that goes quite well. And if it's your siblings, if it's a friend, you'd better be starving really hardcore to accept that help. Try to be on your own as much as you can, self-supplied somehow, one way or another. So down with the devil, down with the devil. So last card, kind of, King of Swords. This is someone who are very intelligent, someone who are he have a very sharp mind. This is Aquarian energy. They are clever. This is Nikola Tesla, this is Albert Einstein, this is science at its most amazing, incredible. This is higher knowledge. It's also solidarity or human rights. This is someone who actually fight for human rights. Clearly that doesn't include animals, unless this is tofu. Could be. I like it. Anyway, let's see what you have coming in for you. But let's just say you are dealing with the King of Swords. He's got dinner for you. Or she. What do you know? So follow these advices, and the Wheel of Fortune will spin in your favor. I'd say that's a pretty cool ending to this read. So I wish you a beautiful Diwali, and catch you on the flip side. I love you very much.